So I'm on my way down to the allotment in Sunday afternoon. Just thought I'd show you this little alley that runs down by the side of the bungalows to the local, well, to the main street, and this building behind is the co-op and post office. It's a grocery store. But I'll just show you. I don't know if it's the housing association that is the same landlord as mine, or if it's the village or the co-op or the council, or if it's just a bungalow owners, but little wildflowers and spring flowers area just by the co-op. It's not being kept. This is just lovely. The only problem is, of course, the ivy killing all the trees, suppressing them. You see, if that ivy wasn't there, that hawthorn bush would expand out again. But notice how they don't like going near the hollies. Nothing around the holly tree at all. Strange, isn't it? Obviously they don't like holly and ivy. Interesting. And this is the other side of the coin, the not so happy element. There's the pond railings and my allotment, but 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters of daffodils, and they've all been stolen. Someone's come along and just cut them and taken the lot. 4 big clusters of daffodils. I mean, it's not as though they're that expensive in the shops. Very sad. There's a fence, of course, under the Highways Act 1981. To take them, it is considered a criminal offence and theft. Very sad. What a beautiful afternoon. It's 1 o'clock, Sunday afternoon, and I finished building my runner bean contraption. Very Heath Robinson. Let's turn you around. Right, ooh, there we go. So some nice strong uprights. There's a piece of skirting board that's gone across. As you see, it is quite a rigid structure. A bit rickety this side, but yeah. So what we have down here is a wire, and this will all be strimmed away, so this will all disappear. And then I'm going to run hemp string up to this wire and then across to that wire, and that will be the way that the runner beans actually grow up. And the idea is, as they grow up here, they'll hang down, and underneath here they'll hang down. Now I can also use the entire underside of this for produce that don't like a lot of sun, lettuces and other things like that. I can, if I want, also grow up these. Now I'm thinking of maybe trying a squash or something on a net, growing up here and down the other side, or one either end. We'll see how we do. Anyway, it's an ugly contraption, but it is free. It's all made from stuff that I found on the allotment when I came here. Not a brilliant, ugly. It is ugly, but we'll see. You know, when that's full up with produce, full up with beans and other stuff, that may actually just look blended in. Right, so there's the wrapped up peas. That'll also protect it from the birds, which I suspect have been the ones plucking out the things. And I've put up this now. This is the other length of pea growing material, so the peas should actually grow up there. And again, I've got 4 different types at home. 1, 2, 5 different types at home. There's only a very short couple, so they should all fit in there. I'll make them fit in there. So that's that. What am I going to do now? I am still edging. I've just done this bit. Oh, tractors taking pigs and stuff away. or heifers. It's very sad. Vegan, save the animals. So I've done that little edge there, and I'm about to do the other side. Now I've also dug out this part of the poo and piled it up there. That'll again reduce, and that will leave all this area then free for more poo. Yeah, so I'm doing this edge now, and then I'll finish off doing the internals and the path. That I won't do anything with this. This will stay. These will just be mounds of poo and stuff to keep these bits, just keep those trees happy. Other than that, I'm really pleased. It's a lovely day. Just doing what I want. No bothers. Give this another week and then I'll take it off. Now the actual broad beans are actually flowering, so I want to allow as many of the pollinators in there as possible. Flies and wasps and other things will also pollinate, so it wouldn't be such an issue trying to get them pollinated, I should imagine, even at this time of year. Right, that's it. Onwards and upwards. During the week I'll when it's turning warmer, I'll plant in there, and then I'll turn these around and cover them with net or something. And the same with the turnips. Yeah, lovely Sunday afternoon. It's Monday the 3rd of April. It's 7:30 in the morning. Lovely blue skies. It's going to be blue skies all day. I'm going to do some washing. I've also got to go to this little room here, and that's going to be my last cooking lesson in a series of a course that I've put my name down. It's all free, all run by local authorities and stuff. But look, frost. Ooh, it's frosty. Look at the frost on the grass. That is frost. See? Yeah. But I'm happy to say, not only did the frost not touch the greenhouse, look, -1.5 minimum temperature. Lovely. Sorry, not, it didn't go down to -1.5, that's positive 1.5, so it didn't even reach freezing. Oh, look at that, it's got a mixture of grass and weeds and tiny seeds and lobelias. Lovely. Right. So, but it didn't also frost up my stuff around here in my little protected area. No frost at all. Look, you can see this part here, frost. This part here, no frost. So obviously the wind was howling around, but didn't affect this my patio area. Look at my peas. Look at my peas. Where's that from? Oh, that's from there. Oh, that's been frosted. That's a bit frosted at this end. That'll be alright. That'll be alright. But yeah, and the other peas. And the cat-lit trays. What? Hello? What are you doing? Oh, what's the matter with you? Come on. It's cold out here. She doesn't like the cold, she doesn't like the rain. She's a typical teenager. Come on, girl. Right, that's it. Back indoors to the warm. It's a wet and drizzly Thursday morning. And as such, hello. I won't be going down to the... Get off those, they're not poop trays. I won't be going down Lottie much today because this is meant to be in for a whole day, this whole drizzly, wetty day. So, just show you what I got. Those are all the beans. Beans! That's some dwarf beans, some climbing runner beans, and some old alliums. I don't know what they are. So, they're all hardening off.
Over here we have what's left of the gutters. I've taken some of the peas down. I have to take that one down just to space them out. Over there everything is growing. I brought that plastic tray at the bottom up to grow some more salads and stuff in. In the greenhouse I do have some things to do today, so that's what we'll do today. We'll go and pot on some brassicas. She's getting bolder, even though it's drizzly. She's still out there. She doesn't like it. She'll come in and she'll meow at me in a minute. I brought a bag of grass cuttings that somebody donated back to put in our compost bin because it doesn't get warm enough in there with all of the woody stuff, the papers and things we put in, so that will help that. Yeah, other than that everything is pretty good. Yesterday down at the allotment we got a lot done. Did some direct sowing, and what I'll do is that I'll go down tomorrow, do a bit of filming and then upload that. What are you doing, Bubby? What are you doing? That's enough for now. Watching the cat play, chasing flies. We're inside the greenhouse and it's raining. Right, so today's job is brassicas. Broccolis, Brussels sprouts. I don't think the Brussels are ready yet. So we'll do certainly the kale here. Actually, the kale we may put in. No, I'll tell you what I'll do with the kale. I'll put it into these slightly bigger trays, just slightly bigger. That'll give them more room, and I'll split them up as well because there's some there with 2 in, and a couple that didn't. Aww. But yeah, so what we'll do is all these will go into individuals. These are all broccolis. What's that one? That celery at the end hasn't come through yet. Oh no, it's just coming through. I can just see tiny. Look, lovely. So we'll definitely do these ones though. Anything else need doing? The spinach I'm going to put in direct because that should be all right, and then I can do that. There's some stuff down here at the back that needs individually potting up. Look, they're getting leggy. Same over here. Excuse me. Pull them all out. I'm not going to do the flowers, they can go direct. Ooh, these are coming up as well now. More broccoli. These are the ones from Dawn, I believe. Yeah, so anyway, there's a few bits and pieces I can be getting on with, which I will do. What are they? Oh yeah, we'll do those tomatoes, we'll get those in as well. Won't worry about the beetroot, but they don't look like beetroot. Or maybe they do. Yeah, so as promised, here we are. It's Friday morning. Thursday was washed out. I did actually manage to get down for an hour or so in the afternoon. The sun came out and a bit cloudy, but it was fine. So I'm going to quickly have a walk around, show you what I've been doing. There's been just a few minor changes, but it's an exciting time of year, so a lot of the work is being done inside the greenhouse. Replanting and potting on all the sorts of things like courgettes, and a lot of the brassicas are getting too big for their little modules, so I've gone into bigger modules. Alright, let's show you. Okay, poo's back on the menu, so I've started going and getting some more poo. There is a lot of dense poo this time. You can actually see it here, rather than just the very light sprinkling of droppings over the straw. There's a lot of dense poo, so I'll be going back. That's 5 barrow loads. I'll be going back and getting another 5, and I actually might fill that up, or I might jump up and down on it. I mean, there's still lots of room all over the place to put more poo. I want to try and keep as much as I can because it's not this year's poo, it's next year's. Right, pond looking great. Now I did find frog spawn. There's 2 big clumps. One clump about there, and another clump about 4 foot further on, 1.5 meters further on, in the grass, which you can just see on the, well, you can't, but it's just under the surface of the water. So I'm really pleased. I haven't seen any tadpoles running around yet. It's water's murky. It is actually that opaque at the moment. You can't see into it. And of course, with the water yesterday, the rainfall yesterday, it did swell up. But everything else is looking really good on the side. I will start getting this weeded, ready for the seedlings of the flowers to come along. And I will be sprinkling seed packets on here as well. The bees mix, the wildflower mixes and things, just to make it all nice. Nothing much changed over this side. Yeah, it's all pretty much the same. What has changed though is the peas. Now I put in this rack. Now I brought the peas down, and unfortunately something decided to start eating them. Oh no, I'll correct that. They didn't eat the peas themselves. They actually started to eat the pea shoots. They actually started to eat the peas, the soft peas, seed peas, leaving the shoots. So the shoots were actually dragged out and left to one side, and all the peas that had started them off were gone. Well, that's fine. That's birdies just wanting a lunch. They left me the seedlings, so that's fine. What's happening in here? Not a lot. They're still growing. Yep, that's still all right. Same thing happened with these ones. These were all dragged out of the earth, and the soft pea that had started them off as a seed, oh my goodness, look, had gone. But the seedlings themselves, they're starting to flower. That's early. That is early. I hope that's going to be all right. I hope we don't have any more frosts or anything. But they seem to be doing well. And over here I've removed the covers from the broad beans, and these are flowering. Haven't seen anything around flitting around, but hopefully they'll be fine. You know, they look a bit weedy and stalky, but they're standing up, which is a bonus. Right, this lovely contraption, oh, I will be streaming that in the next day or two, if not this afternoon. Well, up to about here. All of that will be left to field beans. The field beans I've planted here are beginning to come up, but all the rest will be strimmed and hoed and then left, and that will be a mulch. And I'll be planting broad beans runner beans along here, and this will be wired up here so they'll grow. And then there'll be a couple of tripods over there. Teepees, I guess you call them, but the rest will be left to rows of dwarf beans. So there might be a row of dwarf beans here, might be a row of dwarf beans here, and so on and so forth, but the rest will be over there. Yeah. So, and under here, of course, this will be shady. So what I've done is I've planted things under here that don't mind the shade. So there's lettuce, rocket, spring onions and radish. They won't mind it being a bit shady. They'll soon grow through. There'll be plenty of sun anyway, because the sun will come from this side and go all the way around there. So the sun will shine directly through here and here early in the morning up to about 11ish, and then after that they'll just I mean, it's going to take weeks for this to grow up anyway, once I start getting the wire on there. And what I've done is that I'm doing my experiment of a border of beetroot. So this row along here is all beetroot, and then I've done a row of carrots and parsnips. And what I can do is obviously enviro mesh this part. Now these are resistor fly anyway, so they shouldn't attract fly, but we'll see. Nothing changed there. Now I've just moved the things there. Nothing's changed there. Nothing's changed along there, apart from this is really getting eaten. These are actually turnips, so I'm not really fussed about the leaves, although a better leaf will give them more chance to survive. So, but at some point I'll be seeding in there and then covering it, so it won't matter much. And the garlic's doing fine. Right, that's it for now. It's not a proper tour, it's just a few days to show you all the things that I've been doing. If it's nice this afternoon, or not raining this afternoon, I will start my little boiler going. Might even try... Oh, look! It's a duck. He's come to eat my tadpoles. Leave me some. Oi! Leave me some. Share. No. Right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Lots of people been down on the allotment. Everybody getting in their potatoes and all of their other bits and pieces. Really good to see. Really good to see a lot of people down.